It's amazing how fast the years go. I remember in 1997, I went to the National High School Finals Rodeo and met Ross Coleman. Since then, we became good friends, even though every weekend he was one of the toughest competitors I'd ever seen. It's going to be pretty fun to go to Ross Coleman's ranch and catch up with him. We're here today with Ross Coleman. You know, I think a lot of people know him as one of the toughest men in the PBR, and I feel honored to kind of know a little bit more and know him as you know, one of the toughest men in the world that I know, not just bull riding. That's a title that a man's got to earn. It's not, you can't just say I'm tough. So it's an honor to be at your place today and kind of look around and see how you and your family are doing today.
Well, I appreciate that. But you know what, when I was going down the road as a young, teenager to the first kind of rookie being on tour in the PBR, I was always around Ty and Tuff and Razor and Gaffney and Seamus and all these other guys that I looked up to so much, and there wasn't none of them guys ever whining or complaining about their injuries or if they ever get whipped down or smoked down. They were the first guys to stand up on their feet and take it like a man. And I just looked up to them so much that I wanted to be like them. And I used to get in the weight room and try to train a little bit and try to stay in pretty good shape and be physically strong enough to go ahead and take some of that beating that you're going to take when you're riding bulls.
You pretty much are a pioneer. I mean, guys like you and JW definitely set the bar. When kids grow up, they want to be like Ross Coleman. I mean, you did set the standard for a lot of people.
J-Dub is pound for pound dirty tough, scrappy, cowboy tough too. I don't think J-Dub was in that weight room very much training, but I guarantee you he was doing something ranchy and tough enough out on the prairie or wherever he was. He's 90 or nothing. I guarantee that much. And watching him ride and being around him and being one of his best friends on tour when he was on tour and I was on tour, it was great because you're only as good as your company. So if you go rub elbows with J-Dub and Justin and Tater and some other cowboys and Ty and Tuff and Cody Lambert and guys like that, if you're rubbing elbows and you're hanging around them, you're only as good as your company, and it kind of rubs off on you no matter what. So I think growing up on a ranch was probably the best thing that I could have ever done because you know what, my dad was not afraid to put you to work, I promise. And it seemed like we were always working hard out there. If we ever got a chance to run in some yearlings or run in some calves or some rope and steers or whatever, we were like, it was play day for us, you know what I mean? So usually we're out there working cattle. And I do remember when I was young, I didn't like working cattle very much, and I didn't like moving irrigation pipe. But I promise you, it was something that it made me, realize that I had to work hard as a young man, and growing up through high school or through junior rodeo, through high school also, we were always busy, always busy. It seemed like if we were inside, we could be inside watching TV or something, and we see my dad walking up from the barn. Every one of us, me, my little brother, or my 3 older sisters, we'd jump up out of our chair and look like we needed to go find something to do or act like we're busy doing something, because you knew my dad was going to come in there and he wasn't going to put up with us watching no TV or sitting around. We had something to do, whether you're on the tractor, whether you're out there cutting thistles, or you're out there moving irrigation pipe or working cattle. My dad is a very busy man, and he's a hard worker, so he always had us a job to do, and that was something that my hat's off to him to raise me to go ahead and work hard all my life, because when it came down to riding in the PBR level and making my own money in pro rodeo or even the PBR level, it was nice. It was so nice. It was like, it wasn't easy, don't get me wrong, but it was sweet to go ahead and just go work on the weekend and go win some money. But when you're home all week long, it don't matter how much money you win. If you're at the ranch, you're gonna get your butt to work. I guarantee you that much.
He was a high school champion. He was a college champion. His family's really rodeo oriented, and he kind of went black sheep for a little while, turning towards the bull riding world, PBR, but I think it was the best for him. I think he knew that was the toughest route, and that's always been Ross. I mean, if there was a bronc standing in the pen and needed busting before they went and branding, well, he is the one to do it. And if there's a big calf being drugged to the fire, he's the one gonna, go try to take him down so everybody can get a brand on him. And if there was a fist fight to be had, he is the one ready for it, And that's what I liked about him, is he had your back no matter how big the calf was or how big the guy was. I mean, he's just a big tough kid, and he's grown into a good man and a husband and a dad. And I think that may be what I'm more proud of him than anything, is that he's a good daddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, PBR superstar JB Mooney.
What's your bull's name?
Hot tamale.
Hot tamale. That's a hot one now.
Hot tamale. He likes hot tamales for some reason.
Better hang on.
Is there a bull called hot tamale?
Well, there is now. I don't know.
There is now, right here. Where's your big brother at?
Bear down now.
Big brother will stick it on one.
Uh-oh.
Little brother will go ahead and ride two hands down sometimes. That's all right, though.
Yeah,
He'll go ahead and
I'm
stick
little
it
brother
on one,
too. Ride good out there, man.
Okay, hot tamale, JB Mooney.
Loose
ready?
flank, slow gate now. Stay on top.
Here, hawk it in there. Hawk it in him, Joe.
Get you a deep seat and a faraway look here.
You ready?
Yeah. This ain't your first rodeo, is it?
Stick your chest out.
Are you doing truck and trailer?
Ready? He jacks his rope like J.W. Hart.
I'll tell JW that. Yeah, go ahead. Keep riding. Keep riding. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
My wife's Amy Coleman, and we got Cooper and Cruz and Crease. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun. She's a hard worker, I promise you. And because she's not only raising 3 boys, she's raising 4 boys, because I'm right there, right in the middle of it. But it's been good. My oldest boy, Cooper, he's 5. Cooper Teague Coleman, named after Tom Teague, his middle name. And we got Cruz Lee Coleman, and then we got Crease McCray Coleman. So we've got 5, 3, and 6 months, and we're full throttle around here, I promise you. It's a lot of fun.
How about easy on Asteroid? You ready? Ready? Let's go. Ready?
Ride good now.
Okay, let's go. We'll ride old Slick Willie.
Slick Willie's good.
Slick Willie, squeeze your legs.
Ride
Squeeze.
good now. Go ahead. Keep going in front. There you go. Keep going. Yeah. Find you a good spot right there. Dog.
Good ride, buddy.
Dog. Good ride.
Cooper used to hang out with us quite a bit back in the locker room and stuff, and that means everything to him, no matter what age he was, whether he's barely walking or how old he is now. He loves everything about all the bull riders, all the older bull riders. J.W. Hart's his godfather. Justin McBride's his best friend, it seems like. All they talk about is Luke Snyder. They laugh and giggle about Luke Snyder. Cruz, every time Cruz talks about anybody when we're playing bucking bulls or whatever, he's always JB Mooney. So they're fans of the PBR, and they're fans of all the riders, but they're buddies too, so that's a great experience to have that going on. Whatever they want to do, I'm going to go ahead and support them no matter what. I know Cooper enjoys playing baseball right now, and you know, he's only 5 years old though. So whatever they want to do in the future, no matter if it's driving race cars or if it's riding bulls or playing sports, whatever they want to do. It might be something totally different from that too, you never know, but we'll support them 110% for sure. That's the way I was raised, and that's the way I'll raise these boys for sure too.
There you go.
Whoa.
Go, Chris, go, Chris. Get a hold of him. That's how you do it. Get up there close. Get on it again. Good try, cowboy. Let's get in the lope maybe a little bit, huh? Is he not working? Keep that right there. Hey, let's trail that thing around for a little bit before you just go to swinging at it, okay? Get your horse working up there where you want him. All right?
Yeah, you got it. Get her out.
Dahlia. Well, that was a good job. Dahlia, turn your hand over. No, other way. Other way. Turn your hand over right here on the side. No, like this.
Well, now we're here in Texas. Personally, we've got a couple horses, a couple too many horses out here, and we've got a couple roping steers that we're going to try to rope a little bit today. But I just got a couple beef cattle too, but nothing too serious yet. But maybe in the future we'll get into a little bit more of the ranching, but with the cattle business and everything. But now I'm trying to be a roper. I know every bull rider that's retired out there probably wants to be a roper or compete somehow or another, and I'm a number 5 healer, and I'm going to go try to stick it on a couple today, and I got a couple lessons coming this weekend actually too, because I'm going to a big competition coming up in Reno pretty soon, so I'm gonna get after it. And I've been roping a lot, and it's been nice to be here in Texas and getting to rope a lot with my father-in-law Perry Lee, and which he's taught me a lot. He's a great horse trainer, and my brother-in-law too, Mark Lee. We rope a lot and enjoy that. So we're gonna go ahead and try to stick it on a couple today and see if we can't embarrass ourselves on TV.
Yes, sir, McCoy.
Oh, get your slack. Come on now. My header's about to cut me from the team over here on the backside.
Hey, you guys are. Hello.
Hey!
Right there. Sweet little.
Oh, wow. Yeah. bet he's seen some. No, pressure cow! Son of a mutt!
Good job. That was fun.
Yeah, Mark almost stumbled on the last one. Other than that, flawless victory.
He did get it on the horn somehow, didn't you?
It was kind of deep sea getting towards the strip and shoot there at the end, though.
Hey, that's fun though, wasn't it? And just a little point, little fun, little get together like that. It's all right. I like doing that. Little match.
That's what I tell him though. Hey, let me ride over Yeller a week or two. I'd make me feel like I can rope. Oh no, he puts you right there. Where'd you win the pistol at?
I won the pistol in the Columbia River Circuit. In '98, I won the all-around up there in the circuit. This buckle here was another pro rodeo buckle, top hand series or whatever for Copenhagen Skull back in the day.
Do you get stepped on? I think it
It's
looks like
broken,
it's bent.
yeah. At a PBR in Greensboro, North Carolina, a long time ago, or maybe it was even Charlotte. But one of the HD's bulls did go ahead and put the stomping on me pretty handily. Broke my leg and stomped me right in the buckle and broke the buckle up a little bit, but it was lucky. The Calgary, yeah, this is a neat little deal my wife put together for me for
That's
Christmas
a neat
one
one.
time.
You holding a $100,000 check.
Yes, sir. That was a good day. That was a good day.
World champion bucking bull. I didn't even know you raised bucking bulls. Where did this come from? It kind of sticks out here.
Yeah, I did not raise that one, but that was Tom Teague raised Bones.
Yeah.
And he won the Bucking Bull of the Year in '08 with Bones. And my oldest boy, Cooper, is named after Tom. Cooper Teague Coleman. And of course, Tom had to give him that buckle one day. I don't know where we were or what we were doing, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. Like we were like, no, sir, Tom, we're not taking that world champion Bucking Bull buckle from you.
That's pretty rank.
And look at that. But that's Cooper Teague's buckle there.
Yeah.
He gets to wear that when we go to Vegas or go to the big shows.
What's that big buckle?
The big buckle's the richest ride in history at the time, back in '01. It was a $100,000 Mossy Oak shootout ride, so that was a pretty special
And which bull
buckle
was
to
this
me.
again?
Tough Enough.
Tough Enough.
That's when I rode Tough Enough. Big Brindle, eliminating Muley. And that's J-Dub, Justin, Razor, Ty, me, and Michael Gaffney. So that was in the locker room. We were
This looks like
obviously
a really,
not having any fun, were we?
Good day right there.
That was a pretty good day there, yeah. I was giving them a little business that day. I forget what bull that was. One of HD's bulls too, I think, back in the day. But don't forget about
bring
Cooper's
it up
buckle.
here,
Get it on TV, cowboy.
They can get that light
Flip
on
it up. Flip
yeah,
it up
what's it
at
say? Oh man, that's Pendleton PBR.
Man,
Who
that's
won
a
that
cool
one? Your daddy won that one too?
Finals, it's right around Halloween. And that's Reno Rosser and that's Luke Snyder.
Oh man.
And they are dressed up, let me tell you. Lane Frost signed that for me. I think my mom and dad got it signed for me at the NFR with John Growney. John Growney and Lane Frost were great friends. And John Growney owned Red Rock. Last year I was inducted into the PBR Ring of Honor, which is the Hall of Fame of the PBR. There ain't too many guys out there that have one of these rings. I tell you what, I've won a lot of different buckles and a lot of different awards in the sport of bull riding, and this ring really did mean more to me than any of those buckles or anything I've ever won. It was neat to see because not only did Cody Lambert and Justin McBride get up there and brag about me on different things, but I got to get up there and brag about my family too and my whole kind of career. To be known as a legend of the sport and being a part of the Hall of Fame, the guys that get to pick that would be like the board of directors and the founders of the PBR, and it's just something that they actually got to put me in that situation to be a Ring of Honor inductee, and it was pretty dang cool to see. Me and Mike White both last year got up there and received our rings. And to be in the company with Mike White, Justin McBride, Jim, and Michael, and Ty and Tough and all these other guys before me, it sure does humble me. I want to be remembered as somebody out there that not only was successful at bull riding. I never did win the world title. I won a reserve world title, or I won second and third and a top 5 many times, but you know, I never did get that gold buckle, and I sure do wish I could do it all over again and try to get that buckle, but I want to be dang sure known as somebody that put out the effort every time, no matter what situation, but also somebody that was out there to shake a hand and sign an autograph for somebody too, whether it's a fan or a young kid growing up, or being well known as a personable guy. Here today now, I'm a family man and very happy to be here in Texas with my beautiful wife Amy and my 3 awesome boys, Cooper, Cruz, and Crease, and it's funny how life works, but it's been a great life for me, and I've been seriously blessed for sure. So I wouldn't change it for the world if I had to.